Welcome to Wager Talk Today, the gold standard of sports betting shows where we talk the talk and walk the walk. College basketball and Olympic hockey heavy today, guys. Welcome to Wager Talk Today. We got no time to waste. Dan, come on in here. We got a loaded show, and we have a surprise guest. I reached out to the guest this morning, and they said, yes, we'll come on the show. So who we got today?
Yes, it's going to be a hell of a show. Drew Martin coming on, Arkansas, Alabama, BYU, Arizona, 2 college basketball plays for you there. Prez is going to shut things down, as you alluded to. The Prez making his triumphant return here. You're looking for Olympic hockey picks in USA taking on the Swedes. Well, you have come to the right place because Prez has got a best bet for you in that one. But as you alluded to, Andy, those astute viewers here of Wager Talk Today who know to check out the description, know who our special guest will be. But after Andy drops a free play for you, we're bringing in Kelly in Vegas. That's right, Kelly Stewart. We have a topic that only Kelly can give some perspective on. So we didn't even tell her what it was going to be. So we look forward to maybe getting Kelly canceled live here on the show here today. Who knows what's going to happen. But, Andy, before all of that, man, let's give some folks a free play. We love giving you action right out of the gate here. So what do we got? Follow or fade this play. What are we betting, Andy?
Well, we're just going to bridge all around the world with WTF LFG. By the way, yesterday was a bad day to be a guy named Kevin who doesn't like Dan's lacrosse plays on Twitter because wire to wire.
Because we cashed resoundingly. Yes, it was a tough day for the haters yesterday, Andy. The lacrosse haters were not happy with the cash on VMI. That's right, Andy.
All right. So somebody yesterday asked for a free darts play. Darts goes tomorrow. We have a 5% darts play that is up right now. Johnny and them said, put it up at half price. So you want a 5% darts play, it's half price. We've only done 3 of these 5% darts plays. We've hit all 3 of them. So we love the play tomorrow. But to do a free play, let's do Johnny Clayton and Gerwin Price over 9.5 legs. The basic gist of this is, Dan, these guys are very, very equal. And I expect this to be a close match. It's 1st to 6. So we just need to get 10 legs. So 6 to 4, 6 to 5 works. These guys played last week, and the score was 6 to 5. So we have a 1 week sample size last week. Their averages look pretty similar. Johnny Clayton, 3 out of his 4 matches have gone over this 9.5 legs. Gerwin Price is playing well. He won last week. I just expect this to go down to the wire. Whoever gets the first dart throw is probably going to have the little advantage. But I expect a couple breaks, and I expect this to go over at 9.5 legs. So that's your free darts play. And we're going to go to golf for this week's WTF LFG. Dan, we recorded golf show yesterday. That is on the YouTube channel, so you want a full breakdown of the Genesis Invitational. But the absolute wagon that is Scottie Scheffler, and we're getting minus 142 on him to finish top 5, and this includes ties. I don't know what more else you need to see before we start getting minus 200 on this guy to finish top 5. 2 tournaments in a row, he's had horrific first rounds, and he still contends for the win, finishing 3rd, finishing 4th. He loves playing at this course. He is plus 3.45 total strokes gained this season, by far the best in the field. His tee to green game is the best maybe since Tiger. And this guy just keeps finishing top 5, even with 1 bad round. So I'm going to go WTF LFG on Scottie Scheffler, top 5. What say you?
Andy, you know that I'm in. I mean, I'm all Scottied up right here, and the price isn't really all that awful. Like you said, minus 140, minus 142 on just having the guy around the top. No brainer for me there, Andy. Let's see if we can make it 26 and 17 on these plays. That's right, 25 and 17 free plays that open the show for you here. Andy and I have been cashing in for you here. So let's keep that streak coming, and let's keep the good vibes coming, Andy, because we got Kelly Stewart, Kelly in Vegas, joining the show here. Andy reached out, Kelly. He didn't even tell me. He said, I have a subject that I need to get Kelly's thoughts on, and then we'll also talk some college basketball because you have been smoking it in that. But how you doing, Kel?
Oh, life is good. I just got done doing a segment where I don't think I represented my university really well by saying that I would burn down the entire basketball program to have a college football national championship. So wait for that clip to go viral later. So we're just going to keep it rolling. I can't wait to see what Andy sets me up with now.
As somebody who went to a school that we kind of did burn down our basketball program and won a college football championship. It's worth it. It's worth it.
See, I love it. I'm here for it.
As someone whose family is forced to root for Penn State, we don't win either. So what do you want me to do? Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah,
we're not gonna sit here and slander Penn State, but that there were some accusations that it was very similar to the James Franklin firing. And I said, you're right. You don't lose to UCLA as a 23.5 point favorite, and you don't lose to Bowling Green as a 23.5 point favorite.
That's fair.
Well, all right. So Kelly, I've got a couple topics here for you. Let's get with the controversial one. I am 46 years old, clearly a guy, and we need a female's perspective on this. I have to talk to you about the women's speed skating and these pictures and videos that are going around, because I quite frankly don't know how I'm supposed to feel about this. They've turned speed skating into, I don't know what it is, but it's glorified sex pictures on. I mean, come on, Kelly, give me a break. Dude,
I guess are they just trying to get the viewership numbers up? I mean, listen, these are women who are athletes. Lots of women athletes look this way, and they just get to wear spandex or whatever that material is, so they can skate faster. Their body just fills it in better than others.
Is it? I feel weird looking at them though. Like,
but,
I see them.
Listen, Andy, this is no shock. This has never been a thing. Whether it's women tennis players, whether it's like, I mean, you know, to famously quote Angel Reese, "Don't sexualize me." Okay, then don't walk around in lingerie. I mean, what do these women want us to do? Like, here we are and say, you look good. You're an athlete. You got a great body. And then, oh, by the way, we're going to put you in this scantily clad outfit. I think that they're kind of leaning into it. The second one is definitely a pose. The first one was like let me take off my jacket. I'm kind of hot. Put my hands in the air. The second one is a real pose. But I will say this.
Kelly, she unzipped her.
That's one of the Paul's girls, isn't it? That's one of the Paul brothers' girlfriend or fiance, whatever it is. Yeah.
So we already knew she was hot. There's pictures of her all over the internet in a bikini.
Very fair.
I know. I see the comments, and then guys are like, "Wow, you're hot," and then people are like, "Pervert." It's like, well, how
listen, I think we've gotten too far on this, right?
Yeah. Like, have a pulse. You know what I mean?
Have you guys not seen the sex statistics coming out of like the Olympic villages year after year after year? We're talking about athletes full of testosterone who have trained their entire lives for this moment. That is their Olympics, hoping that they can bag one of these chicks.
Did you see the one interview? It was one of the girls that like didn't even compete yet, and she was just like glowing. She was like, "I'm having the time of my life here at the International Village." She was like, "I haven't competed yet, but this is the greatest experience of my life." I was like, "Wow, this is another world that they are living in."
She had that glow about her, Dan.
It was
glow.
Good for her. Maybe she found the love of her life, and now they're gonna have massive athlete babies. I'm very happy for them.
There you go.
All right. So next topic, Kelly. The UCLA coach ejects his own player. Fair or foul? I gotta say, if I'm a player and I see that, you've lost me as a coach. I think he lost his entire team by doing that. You can't do that. You can't eject your own player.
Do you guys know who my favorite basketball coach ever is?
What do you got?
Pat Riley with the Knicks.
Frank Martin.
Oh, Frank Martin. Okay.
Right. So I want you guys to think about the type of coach that I like, right? And what kind of ferocity I expect from my coaches. Should you eject your own player? Probably not. Right. Heat of the moment, kind of a weird thing. Get off my basketball court. But I do have this like weird recollection now that I just did the one show talking about K-State, being in Dublin and explaining to the athletic director how if I was a coach, would have grabbed the player by the face, screamed at them, and told them to get off my football field. So as somebody that has that same amount of passion and ferocity about them, I kind of get it, right? You're in the heat of the moment. You're making bonehead mistakes over and over and over again. Is it embarrassing for the player? Sure. Are other players going to see that and go, I don't want to play there? I mean, that was a whole scandal with Frank Martin. Let's call it 2010, maybe. I got to really think back that far about when we had mommies and daddies getting upset that their son was getting yelled at in practice, right? There is a ton of that still in 2026. I get it. Everybody expects us to be soft, but I think there's a direct correlation between tough coaches and tough players. And tough players are the team and the guys that win national championships. It is what it is. I mean,
yeah, I went to college.
Listen, I'm not saying you should throw a chair at a player, okay? But I can kind of
that's physical abuse. Yeah, there's a line
understand why the chair was being thrown. Like, just throw the chair in the other direction.
Yeah.
And I kind of take the old adage of maybe we're getting a little too soft, and I need to bring a little bit of that back. But yeah, I think that there was probably a line crossed there. Do I think Mick Cronin's going to lose his job? No.
He ejected his own player because his player committed a hard foul. And I was like, I don't know if I would. I just think if I'm the teammates, I'm kind of going, really? You're not going to have our teammates back? You're going to eject them? I don't know. But tough look for the UCLA. All right. Why has your college basketball run been so good? Have you been focusing on the same team totals? Are you doing money lines? Are you doing spreads?
You guys, this is not to be last night. I should have done money line. I'm still kicking myself. I think the parlay would have paid like 28-1. That was stupid. The money line girl had zero money line dollars on any of them, including Rhode Island. I should have known to sprinkle on Rhode Island. I'd been wanting to fade St. Louis there for a while. And I think that's ultimately what we're doing is when we get to a point where these teams are just incredibly overvalued, start looking against them, right? One of those teams tonight is UConn, and we've already seen money come in on Marquette, and rightfully so. UConn's just kind of like going through the motions there in the Big East. This is not some Big East powerhouse conference we've seen in the past, and you can just tell. It is just they are not motivated to go out there and blow teams out. I'm sure there's that other switch that they're waiting to turn on, but they haven't yet. And until further notice, I'm fading UConn. St. John's is another one of those. UConn with Creighton tonight. So that money did come in on Creighton. St. John's is playing Marquette. We're going to stay in the Big East. And Marquette's is kind of that same kind of type of play where I'm looking to say, all right, St. John's 9, just a little too steep for me. A couple other teams that I've been looking at, VR, if you guys have not caught him in his power ratings yet, you guys are missing out. He had Alabama and Florida, both teams that I was looking at going, all right, these guys are a little undervalued. I think Alabama is still undervalued. Looking at laying 4.5 with them tonight. I'll tweet these out if I do end up getting to the window with these plays, guys. And SEC road favorites have been just absolutely crushing. Vanderbilt's a 3.5-point favorite tonight at Mizzou. So I'm going to take a deeper dive on those. So just to recap, Marquette, Creighton, Vanderbilt, Alabama are the 4 on my long list. I'll be sure to put these out on social media with the 4 that I do end up getting involved with. I hope I'm not too late on Creighton. I saw 15.5 on the odds logic screen before we logged in and thought, dang it, this is where media commitments get in the way of me making money.
Still seeing 15.5, Kelly, over on odds logic. So yeah, 15.5 is still what we're seeing. Was 16. So it seems like that's readily available. We're seeing minus 15, minus 115. So yeah, I think it's at least settled in there. So run, don't walk, though, it seems like. Run,
don't walk. You never know. Every once in a while you get those things. And then, like a play like last night has been doing very well for me. A buy low spot on some of these teams. Kansas State fires head coach Jerome Tang. Next game out. What do? Oh, wait, 2 guys that were paying millions of dollars go out and put up 30. What a shocker. That was an easier one than I thought it would be. And my aunt was absolutely appalled that I would actually put my hard-earned money on that team. And then she was very happy with the final result because she was one of 40 people at Bramlage Coliseum.
one of 40.
I'm not, right, you guys, I am not exaggerating. If you took out the student section, it was really sad. I was kind of hoping that they would have gotten a little bit better of support, but I think right now the fan base is a little divided.
Is this a thing? Bad attendance at college basketball games this season? I keep seeing things about this on social media that the attendance is down this year at a lot of places.
I hadn't seen that.
Okay, I'm gonna have to ask.
I can tell you why it's down at Kansas State. It's because they were 1-11 to start conference play. I mean, that's just the reality.
That'll do it.
that'll do it. Like, I think the days of go out and support these kids who are playing hard for us are no longer. We're paying them millions of dollars. So
That's a good point.
Now we treat them like professional athletes. And oh, by the way, it's 8 degrees outside and an ice storm's coming. I'm not trekking out to go do that. Like I used to use it as an excuse to drink on Mondays. Now the kids, the kids just aren't as social as we were, and they don't like to partake. And if you're not winning, they're probably not going.
Last topic here, Kelly. I'm reading a message you sent to me in Slack. I would love to get some new headshots of you during this down season. Fair. Maybe using a golf club as a prop. Okay.
Something fun. I don't know.
Putting you in boxing gloves.
Yeah. Like for the UFC, just getting out there, to get the UFC gloves. I want to make some fun thumbnails and do some stuff with the video team. I haven't told Dan Alexander how unacceptable his headshots are yet. So we're going to work on that as well. He's up next.
You know,
the O face really
the
did
O face. They're fans. This is
you guys let me know in the comments
Office
section.
Space.
I'm glad you brought this up because I was just waiting for Dan to get settled into his new place and then would say, Dan, need a hat. Anyway, 2 things, Kelly. Please don't put me in boxing gloves in a thumbnail on a UFC video. That will be the end of me. That will be the end. Boxing gloves in a UFC video?
Or /UFC.
You got to go with the UFC gloves. They'll bury you, Andy.
Yeah,
I would get buried.
It's square up a little bit, whatever. Like boxing gloves versus Dan, like you're punching him in the face. That's what I was meaning more boxing gloves for WagerTalk today.
Just because of my O face? I'm going to get punched in the face just because of the O face?
Golf club, you can be taking a swing or not, like putter, whatever. We're just going to try out some new things here. And I'm just asking a bunch of old dogs to try new tricks. Listen, I got Sean Higgs to spin a basketball around in a tracksuit. I feel like I'm on cloud 9 right now. I got some guys that I thought would never be able to do this, just absolutely crushing it.
My final question is, in all the years that you have known me, what indication have I ever given you that I own boxing gloves?
It's called Amazon. And you put them on for 10 minutes, take a photo, put them back in the box, and
Andy,
take them with EPS QR code.
Wait, can we just time out here, Kelly? How is Andy this incredulous that he's like, I don't own boxing gloves, but he bought a freaking stethoscope for bet on it when we called him the
thank you, and a lab coat. And then he ripped
it. So Andy, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Let's be real.
Okay, fair. All is fair. All right, fair.
The proctologist is in.
We need to bring that back.
We do need to bring that back.
We need to bring. I'm writing that down. The proctologist. See?
Oh God! Now there's more headshots. Hey, Andy, we need you in a doctor's
office. What you did, Andy?
A golf
all you had to do, you had to bring up the boxing gloves.
If you weren't on daily video, and we didn't only have 40. Of you, we gotta make when you're the daily guy, you got to have more options. I'm just trying to give my team some support here so that they can do their jobs.
I like
it. Okay, so all right, I'll show this to you guys. So Kelly, I was going through some photos and some photos fell out of the back of one of the picture frames, and it's me as a kid. I have a bunch of pictures.
Oh, this is epic.
Ooh, soccer, Andy. I like that. Maybe we'll use that one for the World Cup.
You look spry, Andy.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Some of these are really bad, but absolutely hilarious.
Well, I think you should tweet the really bad ones. So we can have.
I like that.
Permanent.
I mean, this one's brutal. This one's just brutal. That's brutal.
Look like one of the kids in The Outsiders. Look like the Dawson's Creek part.
What happened to this cute soccer, Andy? And who is that?
I don't know. I don't know why
you're not even that much older than me. Those glasses.
Oh, the glasses.
People that are 20 years older than us.
The shirt, everything about it is just horrendous.
And that's great. And the people want the do back. Bring back the do.
The butt. The butt haircut. Yeah. The butt split. And it would The boys would
put this stud muffin on the thumbnails, and the views will go through the roof, Kelly. I'm telling you.
I think that's a great idea. Please take out your scanner and send those over to Lexi at your earliest convenience.
I will. All right, Kelly. Thank you for joining us. Always great to see you. All right, we got to make this happen more often. Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate it.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, Kelly. If you ever on more, Andy, you're gonna have about 3,000 outfits. So you have to weigh your options. Holy shit!
Oh my
we got to take this power away from Prez. We have to take
absolutely.
This power away from Prez. But that was a great little check-in. Prez is looking good too.
Yeah. Let's bring in. Is Drew Martin still here?
Drew looked like he popped out there for a second, so we might as well. I mean, Prez already popped his ass on screen. So while we're waiting for Drew, Prez, what up, buddy? How we doing? Well, you're also muted though. You just
I see you got a screenshot. What I want to see this. What is this? This is
we gave Prez too much power.
Hello.
We've given Prez too much power.
Oh, hello. So over and under on that 10,000 condoms being used at the Olympic Village.
Over. Cash is 5% cash is first.
It went over 2 days ago, dude. They're now shipping condoms in. Yes.
What's like the protocol for that? I mean, this happens every single year, Prez. So I don't understand how Durex or Trojan, how do they not have a massive sponsorship deal, where they go in, they get so much publicity in that. It feels like, you're a businessman. That feels like a pretty big fumble, not knowing that every 4 years or every 2 years this is going to happen.
I think Saran Wrap is in the background saying, don't get more condoms.
Saran wrap and rubber bands.
When you run out of condoms, pleasure awaits.
That's like Zoom waiting in the back while Skype completely fumbled the whole. Hey, we're the video conferencing thing.
We could talk about that all day, dude. I mean, no company in the world mucked it up more than Yellow Pages.
That's a good point.
I mean, they literally had a Google list 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 years ago and couldn't figure maybe we should put it online.
It's a really good point. Let's talk hockey. What's going on with Canada right now?
2-2 against Czech. We've got one of our listeners already starting here, Shawn Michaels. Asked the Prez how his trash Canadian Olympic team.
Well, don't feel bad. Sean literally earlier, his first comment in the chat was, "I love Kelly, I hate Dan." So Sean's always coming in here a little fiery, and that's what we love about our man Sean.
Yeah. So I'm not going to sit here and say that this hockey team is trash. And can they lose? Of course they can lose. It's hockey. It's literally you walk into a hot goaltender and you lose. With that said, I think Canada's going to get it done today. But, man, they got a tough road. They're playing the fourth best team in hockey right now in the quarters. If they win, they're going to have Finland up next. Tough road to the championship. But, we'll take it. It's great hockey. I will tell you this. I've been watching it all morning, and it is absolutely spectacular hockey, brother.
Let's talk USA. They're playing Sweden here in a few hours, I believe.
3
How do you break
p.m.
this one down? Yeah, 3 p.m., 3:10 p.m. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, so I'm telling you, the way I look at this game is somewhat similar to how I'm seeing this Canada game play out. Sweden is plus 1.5 goals. I think that is a reasonable bet here. I'm going to tell everybody right now, I am not. Like if the USA was a strain, it would be like Jamaican brickweed. It gets the job done, but there's better strains out there. They're not as good as everybody thinks. This American team is not a monster. Can they lose to Sweden? I think they could. Will they lose to Sweden? Unlikely, but I'm getting plus 1.5 goals. I like that. I also like Tage Thompson for a goal, plus 240. So I think there's value there. Austin Matthews for a goal, plus 135. I don't really like that bet. And as for the total in this game, I think this game goes over 5.5. So I like over 5.5. I like Sweden plus 1.5. And I like Tage Thompson for an anytime goal at some big money.
See, Prez, they were complaining. They were saying too much yapping, not enough picks. Prez goes, hey, there's a hockey game for you. Here's 3 picks in it. So,
brother, I've just begun.
I know.
We're gonna take apart the Olympic women's hockey team games tomorrow. Are we not?
I mean, Prez, have you been betting those? I mean, I know that the USA women's team I saw they were 5.5 goal favorites, and the total in the game was 5.5 is the last that I saw. I mean, I guess thoughts, have you been betting this and how have you kind of been attacking this Olympic hockey, both on the men's and women's sides?
So I have made a few small bets, but on a whole, I'm actually enjoying not betting and just being a fan. I've really sunk myself into the Olympics a lot here, guys. I've been watching pretty much everything. Yeah, I mean, even the crazy sports I'm watching. But I'm not making bets. I'm finally a fan. Although with that said, I don't know. I'm not sitting here cheering for Canada specifically. I'm just a fan. I'm cheering for, people, human interest stories, that kind of thing.
Love it.
Yeah. So let's go through the women's hockey tomorrow. Sweden playing Switzerland. This is the bronze medal game. Pick number 4 is Sweden on the money line. Now, I know it's minus 175, but I had this game handicapped at minus 215. So I think there's a ton of value at minus 175. If you want to split the bet up and bet, maybe a 3-way bet. I don't know if this counts as 3 separate picks, Dan, but Sweden minus 175, Sweden in regulation, and Sweden minus 1.5. I would put, a small amount on each one of those bets. And as for the gold medal game, Canada plus 2.5. This is a shocking line to me, Dan. I mean, it's just a really weird situation. And I gave this out on the best betting show ever yesterday, and I got abused. I mean, there were comments that were sitting there saying, what are you talking about? These two teams can't play on the same ice. America's a million times better. Canada can't keep up. America is so much deeper. Well, firstly, America is definitely not deeper. I would say that our Canada women's B team would annihilate the American women's B team, but that ain't happening. We're talking about the A teams. And these two teams have had a history of playing 1-goal games for 30 years. I'm getting, I understand that America hasn't let a goal in. They've only played 1 game, and that was against Canada. All the other games don't count. When you're an American women's hockey team and your opponent is East Timor, Vanuatu, and the Gambia, those games don't count. So they played 1 game. They beat Canada 5-0. Canada had a horrible game, and they were out without their captain and the best player in hockey in Poulin. So I think America wins. I think America is a better team this time around than Canada, but I think Canada keeps it close, and we're getting plus 2.5. I love that bet, Dan and Andy. I really like that bet a lot.
I love it, and I love that Prez comes on here and drops the knowledge for you folks. You want picks? Prez says you can't handle these picks. Speaking of which, Prez, you referenced, the best betting show ever you do with Joe Ranieri. You got Steve Merrill on there sometimes, Brian Power on there sometimes, Art DeCesar on there sometimes. So we love checking that out here. It goes live on the channel, usually by late morning, early afternoon is where we get it to you. So make sure you're subscribed. How's that been going, Prez? And for your clients, how have things been going and what do you got rocking?
Yeah, dude. Well, listen, college basketball 2 weeks ago, I was on an 18-3 run. Now I'm on like a 1-7 run. So college basketball is, and it's supposed to happen that way. You're not going to go 18-3 twice in a row. There are letdown moments in a long season, but my college basketball has been fine. My NHL has been good coming into the break. But that doesn't start for another 5 days. And NBA has been excellent for 4 straight years, and that starts tomorrow. But right now, I need to turn around my college basketball. Sean Burley, bad showing for Canada with how that men's Oh, please.
This is a men's curling. This is a men's curling show, Prez. We talked at length over that big controversy.
What's the future on the Canadian women's curling team winning it all? I just took a look and I can't find the future bet. But man, I think that would be a great bet. Rachel Homan, probably the best female curler in history, and always stinks when it comes to the Olympics. But now they're rolling, and I feel like this might be a really good spot to bet them. Bad showing for Canadian because they acted bad. Oh my God. It's hilarious. Yeah, no American has ever been upset at the referees or judges before. Never,
Prez.
Oh my God, that Canadian guy should be thrown out of the country.
I agree.
Shame.
I concur.
I got to be honest. I liked seeing it and hearing it from a Canadian. I like the fiery. Like, you accuse me of cheating? No. F off. I liked it.
Yeah.
I got a lot of pent-up frustration.
To me, I think it's all great, personally. Hey, Andy, last time we were talking about two-man luge, and we were talking about this. So I came up with, I don't know if you've been watching the speed skating.
Yeah.
Funny you bring up speed skating. Yes, I have been watching speed skating.
Two-man speed skating. Piggyback style. Farmer carry.
We've been watching speed skating, Prez.
Oh, yes.
We have been watching speed skating.
Yeah. So I thought it would be cool to do like a piggyback race, like a two-man, and we should just do a whole Olympics of two-man everything. Two-man hockey. You go out with a farmer carry a hockey player while you play.
I like this.
Three-legged race, if you will.
The best will be figure skating.
Diving.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah. We're going for it.
Somebody asked me, Andrew Wadge, lots of love, my friend. He asked me what I thought of One Battle After Another with Leonardo DiCaprio. Did you guys see that movie?
No, I haven't. Is it any good? I want to see it. Is it worth it?
So I'm going to break this down for you without giving any politics away. If you are a MAGA man, you will hate that movie. If you are anti-MAGA, you will love that movie. That movie is a total political statement. It starts off with the so-called heroes raiding an ICE facility to release the illegal immigrants. It ends with them going to a protest, and everything in between justifies civilian revolution. So if that's your thing, give it a go. Sean Penn was unbelievable in that movie. Absolutely goddamn spectacular. Did I like that movie? I'm not going to say because that'll give my leanings away, and I'm not a political guy.
Well done, Prez. 4 free picks, maybe basically 6 free picks if you break it down, and a movie review solely based on where your voting lines lie. That's well done. Only Prez can do it, buddy.
Isn't that where we're at right now in the world today?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Prez.
Yeah. But I didn't give away my political leanings.
No, that was well done. No, you walked the line very well. You walked the line very well.
I love you guys. Next week I'm on again. Make sure to. Who is this? Which one is that?
I don't know. This system's malfunctioning, Prez. I don't know what's happening.
Is that Juta?
No, the blonde is yes. The brunette is the American, even though her name is Nastat.
Keeps malfunctioning.
I think there's a pretty cute Canadian who's won a lot. Courtney something or other. She's got nice big eyes, but yeah.
All right, Prez. We got to get to Drew.
Drew's the man. I love Drew Martin. Drew, I don't get to work with you much. I love you, brother. Be well. Thanks, everybody.
All right, love you, Prez. We'll see you, buddy.
Real quick here before you get to Drew, RJ is saying, RJ in the chat, I believe we have an LSU game at 1:00. He says lay the points.
4.5.
Yeah, 4.5 should be an ass kicking. I mean, there was a game that was like 26-0 yesterday in college. Did you see the Notre Dame lacrosse score? They beat a team 29-10. Where were you on that one, Dan? Why didn't you add the over?
That's on me.
38.5. All right, let's bring in Drew. Come on in, Drew.
What's up, Drew?
What is up, boys? Hey, I'll tell you, I was ready to go on earlier, but I do not mind getting bumped for the Presman and KIV. It's a pretty good 1 and 2 there. So lots of love to Prez and Kelly as well. And always good to be on with you, Dan, and you as well, Andy.
But let's be real, Drew. It worked out that now you're the closer of that lineup. And I think that's apropos because we got some college basketball to get into here with you, brother. So we appreciate you hanging there in the wings. Glad that we were able to make it work out. But let's talk some of these games here. What do we got? Arkansas and Alabama. Let's kick it off with that one here. Razorbacks, Crimson Tide action here. How are you looking to bet this one, Drew?
Yeah, Dan, I mean, 7:00 on ESPN. We are seeing some Alabama money. Last night it was 3.5. Now we're seeing mostly 4.5, 5s popping into the market. But I'm on the other side here, Dan. And now that you can search around, look at WagerTalk live odds right now, there are 2 5s out there. I would go with Arkansas plus the 5. I am going with the Razorbacks here on the road in Coleman Coliseum. And really it comes down to John Calipari. I love him as a coach. You know, you can go back multiple seasons and he usually has young kids. He's kind of embraced this one and done in college basketball, NIL. But by the end of the year, his teams are usually playing better basketball. He's a great college basketball coach. And sure enough, they've won 3 straight. They're averaging 90 points in those 3 games. And they've also dominated Alabama. They've covered 3 straight head-to-head, 5 of the last 6. So they're cashing tickets in this so-called rivalry. They got a great point guard this time of year. Love betting teams with good point guard. Now, on the other side, Alabama, number 1 tempo team in the country. Nate Oates is a good coach himself. They've won 4 straight games. I want no part of this under. The problem is betting this total, you're in the mid-180s. You know, in college basketball, just a reminder, it's a 40-minute game. So the mid-180s, you're going to need a clean ride. All of this I'm getting after. I don't want to go up against Arkansas. Keep putting the points in our pocket here. Give me Calipari and the boys. Let's go woo pig suey, Arkansas plus 5.
Woo pig suey, indeed. Woo! And Drew, as I'm hearing the breakdown, I mean, would you hate a money line sprinkle? Obviously, we're going to take the points in pocket, and it looks like you can probably wait on that because, as Drew said, there's 5s popping up. So, you know, it looks like it's going to continue to be Alabama money. Any thoughts on maybe a little bit of a money line sprinkle? Because the breakdown sounds like Arkansas is going to hang around in this game. Sure, let's keep the 5 points in pocket, but sounds like this could be a barking dog here.
Yeah, I don't mind it at all. And Dan, it's really correlated with if you're going to bet a dog, you know, in that touchdown or shorter range,
True.
I'm almost never really going to argue with sprinkle a little bit on the money line. Now, of course, you know, just the obvious, you're taking away the fact if it is kind of a foul fest down the end and it ends, you know, Arkansas losing by 2 or 3 points, it does sting. You know, you learn from your mistakes in this business. Doing it 10 years is my straight job. But yeah, if you're a $100 bettor and you want to put, 80 on plus 5, and then you want to, put $20 on the money line, I'm not going to disagree with you. In fact, that might be the smarter way to do it. But I do need to bring up the fact, Dan, Arkansas and Alabama, when you look at their ATS marks, Alabama has been a little bit of a money burner coming into this one. They're under 500 by 4 games against the spread, whereas Arkansas 17-8 against the number. So they've been a money printer.
I love that. That's great stats from Drew Martin. WT.buzz/DM is where you can grab the plays. How things been going for clients, Drew, and what do you got rocking? And then we'll talk this BYU and Arizona game.
I am off of a down night, went 1 and 2. So, it happens in this business, but looking to bounce back, got a 3-pack going tonight. And so you can check that one out, WagerTalk.com. We got prime time and late night action as part of the 3-pack there. But, long term, it's 60% since Christmas Eve, and it's 59% the last 180 client plays. So it's actually right at exactly plus 100 units, just grinding away. I'll take a 2-1 bounce back tonight, but obviously 3-0 would be better. But yeah, that long term's there. College basketball heading into March Madness. You can check out those packages as well through the national championship, and then baseball right around the corner as well, Dan. So good time to be a sports bettor.
Yeah, 1 and 2 nights, sure. It's not going to absolutely bury you either. So, Drew, keep the grind going, brother. We love when you're on here breaking down these games. Now, this one, we talked about that under a touchdown kind of spread here in basketball. You got teams that are live on the money line, whether that is how you want to bet it or not. This one's a bit wider of a gap, and rightfully so, as Arizona's taken on BYU here. And it looks like this line's on the move as well, but we're seeing 12.5. Total around, 160, 162.5. So, Drew, how are you attacking this one that's clearly much bigger mismatch than your first matchup?
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. I mean, we're flirting with 2 touchdowns now. And shout out to Chris Allen behind the scenes giving me 2 top 25 matchups to break down. And you don't even have to change the channel from Arkansas and Alabama on ESPN. This one, 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific on ESPN. McHale Memorial, Tucson, Arizona. I think sidewise it's a little tough. If you made me bet it, I would actually lay the wood here with Arizona. Just watching BYU, man, I know they're 19-6, but they've had a little bit of a tough time stepping up in class. The thing I take away from watching the Cougars here is they can score. Now, defensively, they struggle. But scoring the basketball, they got talent on that side of the floor. And sure enough, they scored 99 and 95 points in their last 2 games. They've gone over 2 straight. And when you look on the other side, Arizona, 23-2. However, the Wildcats have lost 2 straight. So they won 23 in a row and then have lost their last 2. And it is a spot where I would look for Arizona to bounce back. But it's also a spot to look at these 2 losses and see what happened. Sure enough, on the defensive side, they let up 80 points in both of their 2 losses in their last 2 games. Is something going on there? Do they need to fix something defensively? Possibly. So I'm going to use that into the handicap here, Dan. Both fast-paced teams averaging over 75 possessions. They're going to be getting up and down the floor. Overall, I see it in the low 160s here. I know it's another high total, but I think it's very reachable here in the desert. And I think Tucson, Arizona, I wouldn't be surprised if we get into the 170s here, guys. So I like BYU, Arizona in the nightcap. I like it over the total.
Yeah, love that breakdown. And as you were talking there too, if it's a team that you're, feeling like, hey, if I had to pick it on the side, even this big price, and we see minus 13s that are out there, any thought on maybe ISOing in on this Arizona team total, because they're sitting at what, they were making around like 88 for them. So, I mean, yeah, it's a tall ask. You're asking them to get towards 90, but it's a team who's coming off of 2 losses. It's a team who can run up and down the court. And you mentioned BYU's defense isn't some stalwart. So would you ever think maybe cutting the handicap in half, or you're just saying, hey, I'm not sure which of these offenses could explode more? You see the susceptibility that Arizona has shown in the last 2 games and taking that total as a whole over, definitely the better bet. But just any thoughts on team totals? Is that something you attack much either when you're handicapping these games?
I will say, it's not my cup of tea on the team total. As you guys know, not all the sports books offer the team total. So, in terms of putting so much effort into it, I find it, not that you can't make money doing it. I'm more of a full game guy. So it's been working. So I'm not really, if it's not broken, don't fix it type deal, Dan, for me. But I will say, I'm not going to argue with you. If you like Arizona team total, particularly with them at home, I find in college basketball specifically, I've noticed something with, if you're going to lay a point spread, or if you're going to look for a team to score more points, that singular team, you want to be doing it when they're at home. If for whatever reason, maybe it's the college kids, the college atmosphere. I feel like college basketball teams are more likely to run it up in front of their home fans. I think there is something to that, Dan. So, I don't disagree with your angle there on the team total.
I love it. Drew Martin, thanks for hanging out with us, buddy. The bounce back is incoming for Drew. So check him out, folks. WT.buzz/DM. Drew, we always love having you on. We'll see you next week, and good luck until then, buddy.
Absolutely, Dan. And it was good to hear Prez, hear the Canadians say, a little bit negative about the U.S. hockey team. You could almost feel that one coming. That's always a fun bar topic. And then hearing Kelly in Vegas talk about Kansas State and their head coach. I mean, you guys had the perfect 1-2 there in terms of setting up your guests here on WagerTalk Today.
And then we had you come over the top with the hammer, Drew, and drop even more free plays for the folks. Give Drew a like, folks. Hit that subscribe button and check him out, WT.buzz/DM. Appreciate Drew Martin there. And yeah, see, guys, we get through a little bit of jibber jabber, and then we still give you angles on all of these games. 2 free plays there. Drew also gave his thoughts on either how you bet money lines, how you bet team totals. So, guys, before you come jumping down the throat, there is only college basketball and Olympic hockey going on here, Andy.
Hold on, timeout. Also, Ross was supposed to be on today and couldn't make it. All right,
that's a good point.
We had audible. Like,
it's a good point. I wasn't going to bury Ross, but Ross did kind of throw a wrench in there.
Yeah, we had a lot more content, but we still managed to give out darts, golf, college basketball, and Olympic hockey. So I'm pretty happy with that. And by the way, I like how Drew's like, oh man, bad night. 1-2.
1-2. You guys, God damn it.
Jesus, Drew. Stop burying
it.
1-2.
Yeah. He's like, I had to call my therapist last night. I went 1-2. Yeah. But that's the thing, Andy, is like, that's what I like about how Drew is more like a low volume guy. You know what I mean? Like a 1-2 night isn't going to blow up your bankroll as long as you were betting smart. You know what I mean? And that's going to happen to your sharpest guys, even the guys on Twitter that never lose, right? Andy, we all know those guys driving the Lambos and have the stacks of money next to their ear. Yeah. Guess what, folks? You're going to go 1-2. You're going to go on a stretch where your best bets feel like you couldn't hit water falling out of a boat. But guess what you do? You drop your unit size down, you stay focused, and you recalibrate, and you get back to what you do right. But yeah, 1-2. God damn it, Andy. How am I ever going to recover?
I saw somebody on Twitter yesterday. They were doing this. They were going to do this thing where they were going to buy some a social media influencers plays for a month and then track them. And so they bought somebody's plays and then immediately got refunded. So it's like the person knew what was going to happen.
This is not going to be good for me.
Yeah, so you know what I did? Yeah, they haven't taken me up on it, but I volunteered. I said, you want to track somebody?
Come track mine,
plays that does this. This is a great time of year because there's not a lot of sports, but me and my team, we have a lot going on. I offer it up. I'll do videos with you. I'll walk you through a month of our plays, win, lose. It doesn't matter. So I volunteered. So we'll see if they take me up on that. So I'm pretty excited about it. So yeah, I mean, speaking of which, full disclosure, tennis went horrible yesterday. We had 2 matches canceled. Like it was just like bad vibes all around for tennis. So we lost that one, but the $5 UFC play goes off Saturday. And again, 5% play goes off tomorrow. Someone was asking about use flex picks. I got to give a shout out to Jeff Michaels. You got to acknowledge blistering hot when blistering is hot. Have you seen last 30 days, 33-7 for 92 units on the WagerTalk unit skip? I don't like Yanni is at 85 units and he's in second for last 30 days. So you gotta just,
that's crazy.
You gotta just give credit where credit is due. So yeah, Jeff going 33-7 for
33-7 is insane, dude. Like that's a run that you dream of. So yeah, chat. Hey, for you Flex Pass people, maybe try out Jeff for a couple days. You know, they had some people asking, hey, what are you looking for? What should I flex to? I know Andy has a darts play that he's in love with, so maybe flex on over to him. What would that be? Starting tomorrow, you think, Andy, is when people should flex on over to you?
Yeah, go with Jeff, go with Prez, go with Ross today. Tomorrow we have a 5% darts play. Those are rare. And then Friday we have 2 more 4% rugby plays. If you guys followed the rugby plays last week, 2-0. Jan had a weekend to dream of. Jan does our rugby, our soccer, our boxing. He went 4-0 last weekend on his play. So yeah, you want to pick up a 3-day pass. Tomorrow is probably the best day to do it because you get the 5% darts play and then you get the 4% rugby plays. Yeah, rugby is one of those sports. Jan came to me and was like, "We need to put in rugby plays," and I was like, "All right, fine." And now I'm like, "Okay, you have my attention." So
yes, exactly.
yeah. So, Lonnie, Andy, where are you at with the 3% a week? Fair question. So I was pretty open. I pulled out basically all of my bankroll about coming up on a year to do my my skincare business. So, started off with a very small bankroll in the fall. And just building it up pretty slow. So, you have to start with a small bankroll and just build it up incrementally. The 3% a week has kind of changed for me because I'm not betting as much on some of the smaller sports, but I'm betting more on like the rugby, the darts, the plays, the sports that are like one a week. I'm betting a little bit more on. I mean, Dan, you cashed a 4%, so that was a huge cash for me. So, it's going pretty good. It's pretty good. So, Yeah, being good. But that's kind of why I'm hoping this guy takes me up on tracking the plays for 30 days. Somebody outside the WagerTalk spectrum, so I can talk to him when we win, when we lose, and what it's like. Never forget, you hit 60% of your plays means you're going to have 7 winning months and 5 losing months. That stat blows my mind when Ralph explains
it is pretty insane,
way.
dude.
Yeah. So, Robert, the last weekend was really was freaking great. We could do that every weekend. We're looking good. So, all right, great show. Thanks for stepping in, Kelly. Thank you, Prez. Thank you, Drew, and Dan. Thanks for doing the heavy lifting. I've been a little bit under the weather today.
We're just trading on and off. We're getting each other sick through the screen somehow. So, Andy, go rest, buddy. We need you. We need your mind right.
Calling my name. Yeah, nap right over there calling my name. So thank you very much, guys. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Let's root for a big LSU college baseball win for RJ and the boys. We're going to get after it tomorrow. Same time, same place. Good luck on your bets. We'll see you tomorrow.